In a bold and emotionally charged move, the world witnessed a dramatic shift in global politics as Donald Trump unleashed a series of tremendous oil sanctions against Russia, marking a significant escalation in the ongoing conflict. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this aggressive stance a calculated strategy to curb Vladimir Putin's war efforts, or a risky gamble that could backfire on the global economy? Let's dive into the details and explore the implications. Following the abrupt cancellation of a peace meeting with Putin, the White House imposed sweeping sanctions on Russia's energy sector, specifically targeting two of its largest oil giants, Rosneft and Lukoil. The goal? To cripple the Kremlin's ability to fund its war through oil sales. But will these measures truly force Putin back to the negotiating table, or will they only deepen the divide? The European Union swiftly followed suit, announcing its own sanctions, including a phased ban on liquefied natural gas imports from Russia. Additionally, new travel restrictions were placed on Russian diplomats within the Schengen zone, and 117 ships from Russia's shadow fleet were barred from EU ports. And this is the part most people miss. While these actions aim to isolate Russia, they also risk disrupting global energy markets and causing unintended economic consequences. Trump, in a candid Oval Office address, described the sanctions as very big ones and expressed hope that they would not be long-lasting. "We hope the war will be settled," he said, adding, "It takes two to tango." But is this optimism justified, or is it a naive expectation in the face of escalating tensions? Interestingly, the initial sanctions are unlikely to deliver a knockout blow to Russia's economy. However, oil prices surged by nearly 3%, over $2 per barrel, following the announcement, which also threatened secondary sanctions on foreign buyers of Russian oil. Could this be the spark that ignites a global energy crisis, or a necessary evil to pressure Putin? NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte framed the move as an effort to change the calculus and increase pressure on the Kremlin. Yet, the effectiveness of these measures hinges on whether the US will follow through on its threats, particularly against major Russian oil buyers like India and China. Are we willing to risk alienating these economic powerhouses for the sake of punishing Russia? Meanwhile, the cancellation of the Trump-Putin summit in Hungary, shelved after Russia refused to agree to a ceasefire, has only added fuel to the fire. Trump lamented, "Every time I speak with Vladimir, it doesn't go anywhere. It's time to make a deal. A lot of people are dying." But is diplomacy truly dead, or is there still room for negotiation? In a surprising twist, Trump defended his decision not to provide Ukraine with Tomahawk missiles, citing the lengthy training required. "It's a very powerful weapon, but it will take a year to teach them," he explained. Is this a prudent move to preserve U.S. resources, or a missed opportunity to bolster Ukraine's defense? As tensions escalate, Russia retaliated with a barrage of 400 missiles and drones targeting Ukraine, resulting in the deaths of 7 people, including 2 children. Putin also conducted nuclear missile tests and large-scale drills, signaling a defiant show of strength. Are we on the brink of a full-scale global conflict, or is this posturing a prelude to eventual de-escalation? The sanctions freeze any U.S.-held assets of the targeted companies and threaten penalties for banks or individuals dealing with them. Experts like Craig Kennedy of Harvard's Davis Center warn that the impact will depend on whether the U.S. enforces secondary sanctions, which could drive up oil prices and disrupt global supply. Is the potential economic fallout worth the pressure on Russia, or are we cutting off our nose to spite our face? As the world watches, one question lingers. Will these aggressive measures bring peace, or will they only deepen the crisis? What do you think? Is Trump's approach the right one, or is there a better path forward? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's spark a conversation that could shape the future of global diplomacy.